And greetings! Welcome to Spot Hidden, the show where we play Call of Cthulhu. I am London Carlisle, as you can see here, keeper of arcane lore, and you are tuning in for the last episode of Academia. Maybe, most likely, probably. Hey, how's it going, everybody? What's up?
It's going right. Hey, can I put something? Thank you. Okay, so I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok, but I've seen this, like, the trend going around that's like the model face, where you smile without using your eyes,
Oh, honey.
raise your eyebrow.
You're so
That
late.
was like 4 months ago.
I know, but I'm saying I've been trying it.
I don't have TikTok. What
I
does
sent
it
you a
look like,
TikTok the other day, Matt. I don't remember what it was, but you should
I haven't
watch it.
opened it in forever.
Matt, what does this look like?
Okay, all right. So I've been working on it, but you got to smile without using your eyes, and then raise your eyebrows, and then stop smiling. And that's
It's
apparently a
literally-
model. But it's weird. There you go. But it's like
I look like Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
That's very fitting for a horror game. Thank you very much.
Anyway, that's just me saying I don't really use TikTok at all. Anyway,
Check
good
your
to be back.
TikTok. I sent you a very good one. It's good to be back.
I gotta open that later.
But for now, let's play some Call of Cthulhu, everybody. Before we do that, as always, I don't have the book handy, but here it is. Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition from the wonderful great old ones at Chaosium. What we're playing, what we have been playing, we'll continue to play on this channel because it is a great game and you should check it out. So head over to the website, buy all of your awesome Call of Cthulhu products. They also have a really cool Kickstarter going on right now. It's like a classic Cthulhu like box set.
That.
Yeah. So it has like some good old school gaming vibes for your table. So I highly recommend you support that.
And
if
it was
you're
fully
interested.
funded within 10 minutes?
Something like that, yeah. So it'll all go to those stretch goals. Shout out to Chaosium, and shout out to these wonderful people who've been the entire campaign, and let's do it. Last time on Academia, the Dustmen and one former Dustman are still lying in the fallout events of their last joint investigation. But Rowan and Axton soon found out that the alumni are making a special trip to Miskatonic University to enact some sort of ritual that they do every 10 years. For some reason, this ritual has been moved up in time. About 2 years now. This ritual is to be happening in the very next week. Now, Axton and Rowan just had to dive deeper into this, including this mysterious testament of some wizard and some keeper dust. These are mysterious things they would soon, Rowan heard whispers that she would be the person to lead this ritual. Axton, assisting as best as he could, tried to steal this book away, but wasn't quite successful. Meanwhile, Alan Pendragon, now former member of Dust, has taken to solitude, drinking away his nights in crowded bars that surround Miskatonic University in Arkham, and also spending lots of time next to the lake near his lodge, trying his best to summon something You now find these three friends on the eve of this ritual. Axton and Rowan sit at a table. It is pretty much packed shoulder to shoulder with all these people, sort of older people, younger people all together in some nice dress in the back of an Italian restaurant in town. All of the alumni of Dust, not all, but a large number of them have gathered. They're all sharing a meal. Axton and Rowan sit next to each other. Anthony, right across from you over there, still looking tired, looking more worn than usual. But here you are. You know that tomorrow this ritual is. But for now, what?
So we have Anthony and a few alumni, including the one.
Samuel. Oh,
Rowan
no,
H.
Sam Elliott.
Okay, so it's the
Samuel
alumni,
Jackson.
Anthony. Is
Louis-
Elliot his name?
Louis Small is also there.
Louis, that's it.
Sam Elliott is the guy that looks like Tedlow, or Tedlow looks like.
That's who we pictured.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know that Tedlow is not at this dinner.
Got it.
Shouldn't be surprised.
Chicken on my pizza, and I typically don't ask for it.
Well, when you ordered a pizza restaurant like this, but sure.
Well, it seemed promising. Typically, you wouldn't expect it on a menu like this. So you, well, out of curiosity, like to see what they can do with such a simple concept. But alas,
Sure.
what is the rest of the table up to?
Everyone is eating, conversing. You hear the clank of, silverware across plates as these older men and women just discuss amongst themselves. You see they're all in their finery. They're catching up on old times. You didn't give me a listen roll if you're just trying to check in on what's going on, both of you.
I just got excited and then I remembered that I'm not Dragomir and I don't have a very good listen.
Yeah, Axton tends to get quiet in situations like this.
Failure, 9240.
50 versus 58, success.
Cool. All right, so you just mostly hear the food being passed around, the drinks and everything, Rowan. But Axton, you're listening much closer, so you can hear sort of the distinct conversations that are circling around you. It all seems to be mundane. There is no talk of things to come.
So, I'm going to keep my voice kind of low and say, so what are we doing?
Well, enjoying incorrect orders is is what I'm doing. As for everyone else, it seems, we are here to have a good time.
I mean, tomorrow.
Well, I suppose we know everything that they've told us, and that is all we really have to go off of. So, I don't really. I will say, as Matt, I'm kind of stumped. I'm just Axon's not hearing anything, and he's not about to talk secrecy at this table. So, and if they're not talking about it, there's no easy way into the conversation. So, what do you got, Carly? Any ideas?
I'm just kind of watching Louis Smalls, seeing what he's doing.
Okay. Louis seems to be bright and bubbly and just very comfortable in his position here as he sits kind of farther away from you, As looking down, you can sort of have a straight shot at looking at it. At the other end of the table, as converses and gestures wildly, nodding to different people, talking in tales with his hand.
All right. I'm kind of also lost as to what to do here because we can't talk about this at this table.
Yeah, and if we're not hearing anything, is Anthony right next to us?
Yeah, he's right in front of you.
Oh, how are you enjoying your food, Anthony?
Never been a big fan of pasta.
Hmm.
Salad's good. Dressing? Have you tried the dressing that's on the side?
I haven't.
Yeah, yeah. Ask for an extra cup of it. You just put it on top, and it's really good.
That is good. I don't know. The carbs in pasta are great, especially for a run the next day.
Yes,
You seem
I
tired, Anthony.
am. Been having to put together this whole thing of these alumni. It's just it's exhausting. I mean, you'll see.
What kind of prep work went into this thing?
We had to book this room, calls to everybody, making sure they had the right directions to the place. So, just gathering things we'll need for other time.
How do you book a room for something like that? Hey, we're doing this ritual. We're gonna need it from 11 to 4.
Rowan,
Just
that's
wondering.
it's not here.
I tried to tell her. um,
Rowan, what about the other night? Saw where it's going down.
I believe he
Yeah.
meant book this room in this
Oh.
restaurant.
Yeah,
However,
right.
uh,
Makes more sense.
but I suppose if you don't want to talk about it, that makes sense. I seem to be all out of topics. um,
Why the museum?
That's where it's always been.
So this isn't the first time?
He looks around. No, this happens every 10 years.
Right, right. It's weird that it's sooner, though. I don't know. It just seems odd to break tradition like that.
It's needed now. Everything lines up right now. It's the opportune time.
well, enough of that. Are you excited, Anthony?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have one question for you though. Have you seen Alan at all?
I just looked down and saw Hudson just.
No, we have not. We have not seen
And actually, we have not had any contact with Alan. It's not that we haven't tried. It's just, well, he seems to be upset with the school situation or our situation or all of the above. We're not quite certain because we can't speak to him.
Well, I guess it's better that you aren't on good terms right now.
Why is that?
He's a deserter. Pendragon or no Pendragon, he's a deserter.
Well, that seems a bit harsh. At the end of the day, we are just a school club, I imagine. You know, it's like chess club.
The people sitting around you, you see them kind of straighten up and they just all turn and engage with you. There's this one woman just sort of just even leans in, just listening. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. Go on.
Oh, no, we were just talking about an old friend, and we're wondering how they're doing. You know how that is.
A dustman?
Hmm.
No.
She looks at Anthony, whose eyes shift away down into his plate. Let me roll really quick.
I'm not lying. Not a dustman.
Yeah, she just brushes it off. Ah, yes. Well, and your name, young man. I'm sorry, I didn't get it earlier.
Hello, I'm Axton.
Hi. Your major?
uh, Theoretical physics.
Ah, very nice. And you, you're Anthony, of course, and you. What's your name?
Rowan.
And your major?
Geology.
Ah, wonderful.
She likes the rocks, and I enjoy throwing them. The physics.
I thought it was funny, actually.
Thank you.
How charming. How charming. Well, okay. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad to be in your company here.
Bless
Same
you.
to you. What?
I sneezed my headphones off. It's fine.
As this goes on, this dinner, you're able to talk with these different people who just dodge any sort of reference or anything to the upcoming ritual. Alan, back at the lodge, what are you doing?
Oh, justice.
Yes, back at the Hall of Justice. Aquaman's making a tuna fish sandwich for everybody.
No.
Alan is working out right now.
Cool.
Training montage.
Why? Any reason in particular? Gearing up for anything?
Perhaps. He, has been sitting out by this lake. How many weeks has it been since we last left off? Was it 1 or 2 weeks?
1.
1 week. So when we last left Alan, Alan was trying to summon an object, an ancient object from the lake. He was calling upon the Lady of the Lake to answer his heed. And nothing has happened since, but he is still being persistent. He has realized that he has kind of let himself go, but there's a threat out there, so he's just training himself and just getting back into his workout routine.
What's the workout he's doing right now?
Doing
Sorry,
planks.
I'm just. What's that?
He's doing planks.
What song is this at, too?
Hearts on Fire by John Cafferty.
Nice, nice.
Is my internet tanking, by the way?
Well, I don't think that's you. That might be us down here in the south, because there is rain moving through.
And a
There's no
hurricane.
rain in Texas,
Yeah.
I will say.
There's a literal hurricane right now.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So
All right,
I would like to say,
Might be just me,
sidebar,
Hudson.
the last 3 Tuesdays, including this one, it has been raining in the south.
I can check and
It's
see what my
July.
In your south. It is not raining here.
In your south, not my south.
Yeah, it is my. I have claimed all of Texas.
Myself.
Cool. So, as you're doing that, Axton and Rowan, again, this doesn't last all night. You're free to go about your business. Do you could reconvene to sort of discuss a plan of action for this, or are you just going
Absolutely.
to... Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, as I've already stated, this. Are we? We've reconvened. In
We're at like
private,
one of
correct?
our apartments or something.
Okay, I was about to
probably.
say. This testament, even reading the words of the ritual summons, may be enough to kill those with a predisposition, for self-harm, or who are contemplating suicide may unconsciously be driven to end their life. Those of sound mind should proceed lest they bring death into their hearts. I do not, first off, cannot, also do not want to read whatever it is following.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Um,
I mean,
and
I think
again,
I'm of sound mind right now. I still don't like being around anything sharp, but like,
well, given the implications of the text, if either one of us have even considered it, well, anyway, and that is what Axton found in the screen or the picture of the one testament of Carnamagos he found. And I can't believe I reached up and grabbed. What did I even grab? Where does the book Axton grabbed in place of this testament while trying to sneak it out?
Cool. So the book that you grabbed instead is the Book of Aben. It seems to be just like some sort of old translation of some ancient text. It would take some time to study.
And remind me, Rowan, just so we're putting it out all on the table, you saw Tedlow?
reading with Anthony, yes. Tedlow was invited because he is a Dust alumni,
Right.
which he neglected to tell us, which makes me wonder if we should have trusted him as much as we did this whole time.
The part I can't seem to wrap my head around, and this is most curious in my mind, is why he seemed so adamant on Alan's departure. Now, he did not relent when we suggested he cared for Alan. So to combine those two,
should we just go to the fucking cabin? I mean, he's gotta be there, right?
I imagine any conversation would be much similar to the one we had on the concourse. What was a reference? The funny part is, it seems to. What I'm trying to decipher is Tetlow's intentions. He claims to hate Dust, or that has been understood, yet he was more than willing to see Alan depart. Yet he will also be in attendance tomorrow.
I don't think he mentioned that he would be there. He just mentioned he was invited.
Well,
maybe he's seen this ritual before. I wonder if he knows about it. It's every 10 years. If he's... God, that man's ancient. He's probably seen this ritual multiple times.
he is certainly old.
Be able to tell us what to expect.
You don't look like that and not be 200 years old.
But, I mean, I don't think it's a good idea for us to go to the museum right now. It's going to be crawling with dustmen.
So, game plan. There is nothing we can do tonight, obviously. You will be the VIP, as some would say, reading this fancy book. Now, we know this book is associated...
Well, we still don't know if I will or not, but we can assume.
well, I mean, they did say, this is Matt talking, they did say, that you're the contestant, so to speak.
Prime candidate or whatever.
So it's definitely heavily implied that, yeah, you'll be.
Yeah.
And they even said it, I believe. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify that with you.
No, I know. But it's not confirmed, so.
We can definitely assume. Otherwise, we're in it even more together, so to speak, as we will be in the same shoes, unless someone else was supposed to be at the podium. Otherwise,
What did they mean about deserter? What happens to deserters?
they were much more upset than any other club administration.
I
Would
mean,
be-
at this point we've established it's a cult. Like, this is a full cult.
Right, well, I'm implying their facade is weak. Anthony, unfortunately, just seems to be relaying the same emotions those above him tell him to. That anger was not his. However, I can't fully expect someone in his position to help us. So,
What if we get him drunk?
that is a James Bond mission that I am not willing to partake in. Something tells me his responsibilities with the meeting are too vast. So, cult meeting tomorrow night. Summoning something. Something that will most likely kill either you or all of us. Anthony is reluctant but willing. He has seen whatever it is he's seen, and the alumni are more than happy to sacrifice their students. So,
My question is, why are they summoning it? What did they get out of it?
well, cults sacrifice.
I guess it's true.
I would imagine they're asking it for something.
Knowledge. Anthony said they give it knowledge. All right. So we get in there, we start this ritual, and then what? Do I refuse to do it? Do I disrupt it? What do we do? Do I go through with it and possibly die or kill everyone in there? By the way, have I recovered any more hit points, London?
I'll say at this point, everybody would be at full at this
Yeah.
point.
God. It's only 3, but it matters.
Indeed, it does, especially after last time when it was that one that you were down to 1. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Does that include magic points also?
Let me see. At this point, I think so too. That would have been regenerated by now. Let me just make
What about
sure.
my sanity? Can I
No,
get some Lexapro?
Your sanity is still fucked.
Damn, no Lexapro. I'm at 21 out of 50, by the way.
Yeah, you'll be
Anyone
back
else
at your
curious?
top, honey.
All right.
This is a tricky situation, man.
Y'all got
What are we
options.
supposed to
Wow.
do? We have many options. I think
Do it.
Our
Don't do
best-
it. Break it up. it's
I think our
loaded.
best bet is to get in there, let shit hit the fan, and just refuse to do the ritual. I mean, if they've chosen me, I mean, I guess someone else could do it, but what if we have some sort of backup, some sort of ultimatum to stop them? Ian, shut the fuck up.
Ian,
knows if he says it, I'll give it to you.
Ian, shut the fuck up.
Okay. I believe the only weapon and or shield that we have is whatever phrase this is. The one I found, I mean, in this testimony.
Right.
Testament. We don't know what it does. Is this Latin? Or is this just made up?
Are you
Tax.
asking me or?
Anyone. I guess, yeah, either Rowan or Keeper.
It doesn't look like Latin.
I don't think it is, obviously not. He's seen it before with his equations.
Yep.
And he's a bit scared to Google it.
Right, so,
It's nothing you could translate on Google.
yeah, pretty much gathered that much. Okay, I say we just go for it. We get in there, we kind of feel it out and decide where to go from there, maybe. We just be prepared for anything.
Did Anthony give us... Were we introduced to any of the other alumni at this dinner?
Yeah, so you would have met just like a lot of people. They'd all seem very normal, carrying out normal lives. You'll find that a lot of them really have gone into other academic sort of endeavors, professors and such. Also, you'll find people in law enforcement and other things. The only thing about them though is they all do seem older than they actually are. They just look older than they really are.
I don't know why. I just had a flash to Get Out and the whole situation of people not being who they are. That was wild. Just old people just sitting around a table.
Yep.
Understood. Well, I suppose participation is key up until we, well,
Do the damn thing. Yeah, I guess we'll just play along and see what happens.
I wonder if you showed up late, blaming it on homework or not watching the clock.
I can do that.
I won't know what you'll be doing, and I'd prefer not to know. And in the meantime,
I'll say I'm not great at lying, but
well, that is why you don't have to. I'm sure you have some geology homework somewhere.
yeah, I've been neglecting it for a bit. All right.
And then I suppose we'll go from there. Don't count me as one who doesn't like not having a plan, but when you're in a situation that doesn't exactly call for any practical solutions, well, actually,
You just had an idea. Is that your idea, Face?
it's the museum, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Did we just have the same idea?
I had one idea. Did you have an idea, Rowan?
I'm just remembering that that's where all the weapons and artifacts are.
Oh, there's weapons. I'm not one to kill somebody.
I'm not talking about somebody if we summon this thing. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we summon it so we can kill whatever the fuck this thing is. But it's stopped to dust. If they don't have anything to serve, then there's no dust. If there's something funky going on, I don't mean to jump straight to killing whatever this thing is that they're summoning, but I don't trust it.
Right.
There's something dark and sinister going on. I mean, everyone's old. It's like draining the life out of people. Literally.
Well, killing these things, according to our last incident, isn't exactly an easy task, and if this one requires summoning, I don't think that's a good idea. However, practical solutions exist for every problem. Rituals can't happen when there's something that might interrupt it. Sometimes things are out of your control, like fires or fire alarms.
You want me to come in and pull a fire alarm?
Not you. Again, we have to assume this is happening in the basement. We have not seen the basement. We don't know if the fire alarm would affect that, or if they'd even give a shit, as some might say.
Are you gonna train Rhodey to do it?
That damn dog. We have all day tomorrow. What time is the thing, the ritual keeper?
It leads up to midnight.
But like, what time does the ritual start? Midnight.
Like our call time, I suppose.
Oh, your call. You do have a call
Yeah.
time. You don't know what time this is all starting, but your call time is 11.
Okay.
Oh, that's convenient.
Do I get a later call time?
Chase.
Yeah, you're one of the ushers for this event.
There you go.
Don't need no usher. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, we know it's in the museum. We do not have a plan. And our characters would have all night. But right now, as Matt, I cannot think of anything. So, as Axton thinks about it, there's no clear solution. We don't know the outcome. Summoning something. I would imagine it's whatever's capitalized in what I found. And, well, frankly, I can't even pronounce it. I'll memorize this, take it with me. It's in my phone. And I suppose you show up late and we proceed.
We proceed.
And given the event of an onset idea, we will communicate. As we do have all day tomorrow. So, I suppose we will rest now and see if inspiration strikes. Good night, Rowan.
Night.
The next day rolls around, and we find Alan Pendragon again, and is lonesome. No classes or anything today. But I have to ask you a question. You mentioned that you do have some sort of like people in your employ, maybe like people that like work for your family or work for your parents, or who is that exactly? If you want to elaborate, Alan.
The Pendragon Foundation is the, I guess you can call it the organization of KP, also known as the Knights of Pendragon, also known as the Agents KP.
And what do the agents of KP do? What is that? Is there any? Can you explain for our audience here?
Yes, they are a worldwide organization that is a top secret organization, very top secret. It's the elite of the elite. They're special forces from all around the world that are sent in to kind of deal with unworldly beings.
Ah, yes. Now that sounds like there's lots of overlap between that and Dust, as almost if it's like Dust was training you for that. Right. Okay.
Right, because Alan's grandfather, Wesley Pendragon, after he served in the war, in World War II, he went and was, well, actually, no, it was before the war. He had gone to Miskatonic and everything and had graduated.
Ah, yes, indeed. Well, of course you do have these connections, and of course they are able to give you that plane that you use to fly, from the Carolinas to Massachusetts, or provide you with different things, or just like local even services you have. Um, who is your favorite driver that drives you?
I was about to
His
make a
name.
comment.
Yeah.
His name is hidden, but he's actually a very large, brawny man. With this great. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Carly. He's a very large, brawny man. With with a southern drawl or something. It's wild.
Yes. His driver. Yes, Matt. Yes.
What?
His driver's name is Mr. Hayes. First name Stone.
Weaving it together, bitches.
I'm gonna take that. Yeah. We'll
Oh
do
my
that.
You know what this
I like
means,
that.
Hudson? Now Stone cannot die.
I was about to say, you can't do
canonically
that. You
is
can't do that.
alive in the year of our Lord 2021. He
Oh, but-
cannot die in Axton.
But do you know what that means? I have Stone Hayes as my driver.
That's fair.
No!
But Stone Hayes is.
No!
Can't believe I'm driving a fucking kid around.
Yes. I don't even need the weapon anymore. I can just use Stone Hayes. And Alan doesn't know what's up with Stone Hayes. Actually, Alan doesn't even know how old Stone Hayes is. Stone Hayes still, he actually looks like he's in his 30s or 40s.
Oh my gosh. For those curious, Stone Hayes is the character I'm playing in Octung, which we highly recommend you check out. Huddy is DMing for that one, or GMing.
And I'm working on my character showing up later at some point. It will happen.
Stone Hayes
She
is a
will-
vampire. That's the joke as well.
So,
Immortal.
with this otherworldly grace, one of the people in the employ of the Pendragon Foundation glides up to your house, rings the. Do you have a doorbell there, or is it just like a knock situation?
It's just a knock.
With this powerful the stud. Pendragon.
I open the door. Who do I see?
Describe what he looks like, Matt.
Huddy sees in the year 2021 a large man not wearing a tie. It's almost as if he removed it as soon as he gets past clearance. His hair is grown out. He has a large, wide-brimmed hat, as well as gloves, which I suppose isn't that unique for a driver. He removes the hat when he's under cover, and that reveals a long, gray hair, but yet a clean-shaven face. His eyes they're blue, but they're uniquely blue, almost too colorful. And he is from Texas.
Mr. Pendragon, you've summoned me here today. How may I be of assistance?
Mr. Hayes, welcome. Come in. Please come in.
All right. As Mr. Hayes walks inside, just looking around at the place like he always does. He might even go to any sort of pictures, or if you have any sort of family trinkets or anything, he especially lingers on these things.
Right. Mr. Hayes, can I get you anything to drink?
Well, dagnabbit, if you're asking.
I love that Matt's just like, nah, I'm playing him now. Fuck you.
There's gonna be this weird alternate. I won't do this till you keep it if you want to take over. I
Who am I supposed
instinctively
to talk to?
This is our game now, bitch. Bye, London. We don't need you anymore. We're running it ourselves.
He wants a
Yeah.
bourbon. All right.
Gotta bring us back at some point.
We're gonna stretch that joke so far until we just never come back. That's-
I'm canceling the next episode because of this fiasco here.
Sorry, I instinctively took over. Continue.
No, it's fine.
Other reasons.
Mr. Hayes, is there a drink that I could get you, or food.
Since I'm on the road today, there's nothing else that I need. But you called me here. Why is
Yeah.
that?
I need to ask you a question, and I need you to be honest with me.
No, I'm nothing but an honest man.
I know what the organization of KP is. I know it's a lot bigger than what my parents originally told me. I've kind of found some things out, and I understand it is a very top secret organization that my grandfather, Wesley Pendragon, was a part of during the war. A lot of things have happened in the past couple of months here at Miskatonic that I was not prepared for. There's been creatures and otherworldly beings come about, and as of lately, I left the Society of Dust. I'm no longer a dustman, and I'm not really in touch with any of my friends anymore. I had a dream. This is why I called you. I had a dream, and in the dream, I saw my parents, and when I saw them, it wasn't them. And there was this gift they showed me, and they opened the box, and inside the box was this void. And inside the void, I could see what it looked like. There was other creatures floating around and stuff. It almost looked like it was in space. Mr. Hayes, is is there something out there that I should be worried about?
Now, son, I've been around the world a couple of times. You know, spent many years in the war.
You served in Afghanistan?
Something like that. I love the nod of Matt.
London is literally playing Stone so well.
I love this. Keep going.
It's so good.
Do you see my waiting face was this? Like Matt?
I know,
Fully adopting.
but Matt was like the opposite. It was like perfect. Y'all were both doing like the opposite hand and everything.
Oh, nice. Well,
Something like that.
something like that. You have seen things, and to be quite honest with you, we are collectors of knowledge and keepers of peace. And Dust, I'm familiar with the organization, just by relation to your family here, and I know you know so much about these things, and that's a good thing. I really don't think you should throw that away.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, the knowledge that I've gained, I wouldn't throw it away. But I'm just afraid that I know my parents didn't die in a car accident. I was told that they did die when they went to that cult meeting. That there was a cult trying to raise
Now, there's a cult
a creature
involved
named
in
Yig.
there's a cult involved in this.
Well, when with my parents' death, they were going to. There was some operation where they were trying to infiltrate this cult that was trying to bring back this creature called Yig.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right.
But
That's exactly right.
but yes, Mr. Hayes, Now that you mention it, there is a situation on campus. Apparently, the Society of Dust, is bringing back all of its alumni, and its best students are also joining them in some sort of an occult ritual to bring something back. My friends were telling me all of it the other day, and I honestly just didn't want to hear any of it because I was too self-absorbed over something else, and this stupid artifact that keeps haunting my dreams. What do you think I should do? Do you think I should join them, try to maybe stop whatever this is? Or do you think I should just leave it alone and go back to just trying to make it through?
Pendragon.
Running.
What I think is that you need to make a choice. There's a decision in front of you, and there's two things. You return to the Dustmen. They know things. They have helped the Knights of KP out in tremendous ways with the knowledge of how to fight the things that we fight. You can return. There is still time. Or, if it's what you truly believe, if this knowledge is too much for you, don't return. We'll do something, get your mind off of things. Go to a restaurant or something. We'll go get some food. I'm a big fan of the French restaurant that just opened up downtown. Buongiorno or something like that. I don't know what it's called. French, Italian. I'm not sure. But we could just ride down there and take our time.
My grandfather, he he died when I was younger, but I remember him talking about how much he loved French food. That's funny.
Well, there's your choice. I'd return now or say goodbye to it all.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hayes. I really do appreciate you dropping by.
So,
You,
well,
you've helped me. You've helped me make my decision.
I'm glad that I could do that. So, what is it? What will it be?
If I am the last of House Pendragon right now, and if there is something out there that is going to be summoned that could bring some sort of danger to Miskatonic and possibly the world, then I guess it is my duty as an agent of KP to stop it.
Stop it. Listen, I didn't say this is anything we should stop. This is a normal thing. I don't see any danger here, Alan. It's more of a personal decision. Do you want to be a part of this or not? There is no KP without dust, or vice versa. I sometimes think back to your grandfather and how proud he would be to know about you and your accomplishments with dust. But again, the choice is yours. I feel personally invested in this, and I just want to know.
London, may I ask, what time of day is it?
It's like daytime ish. It's like probably like 2, 3 at this point.
What did Mr. Hayes walk in with? What kind of suit is he wearing?
he's wearing like a nice suit and everything, but he's very sort of covered up. You know what I mean? Like he has like a hat on as well, some shades he took off once he came inside to give you a good look of those blue eyes there. And also he's sort of like parked under this like big tree that creates a lot of like shadows around the house before he made a beeline into it.
So, Mr. Hayes, you are suggesting that I check this out and not. Me being part of the Dustmen, I no longer want to be a part of that. It's just not me.
Well, then that's it. It's either commit or walk away. And you choose to walk away.
I guess so.
I see your family in your face. Pendragon.
You have very unique eyes.
No, I don't. As he puts on these shades. No, not at all. Here, Alan, why don't we go for just a ride, or just really quick, or a drink, or something? If we're getting away from this, we need to get away.
And you said that without dust there is no KP.
Right. I did say that.
You have to understand that the Knights of Pendragon was formed ages ago before Miskatonic and the Dustmen.
Do you think I don't know about this organization? It's an evolution. Things are added, subtracted. It's part of life. We change as we get older. I've changed myself.
Have you, though, Mr. Hayes? As I recall, my grandfather, before he died, as a youngster, he did tell a story of this one soldier in World War II who was bit by a creature who had many different powers, almost like a vampire.
Mm.
And he was not allowed to be in the sunlight. And on a very beautiful day like today, you are dressed very, very warm.
I don't know what you talk about here.
Mr. Hayes, the real reason I asked you to come today was for me and you to have some sort of brawl.
Is that so?
If I'm going to beat whatever this creature is, I need at least one of two things. Either this ancient artifact called Excalibur that is still not coming to me whatsoever, even though I've tried so many times to get it. Or I just need some superpowers. And that's when Alan pulls out the spear that has been hiding under the couch.
Alan's about
what
to
do you
get his
mean?
ass handed to him.
I
I would just like to point out what Matt just said in the Roll20. If you motherfuckers trying to kill Stone, I will renounce my position as fighting.
he ain't about to die by the hands of some fucking kid in college. He's seen too much shit.
Literally.
Do you need
Alan is about to get his ass handed to him.
Do you need Stone Hayes's powers?
No, I don't need it.
Okay.
Okay.
This fucking pulp character, get out of here.
So you want to? So you're going to stab at Hayes? Is that so?
Well, no, not yet.
Okay.
I pull out the spear and I look at Hayes and say, "Now listen, I understand you want me to go with you, but that's just kind of out of the question at this point because I understand that you have some sort of dealing with these people. Because if you are with them and you're saying that without them there's no KP, then that ain't true. KP is going to live on without the dusty people."
You really think you know everything, don't you, Alan?
I do. Power of the internet.
Some things you can't find on the internet. Now, if you don't want to get hurt, I'd put that down.
I'd really love to put it down, but I don't know. I got a feeling that you really want to sick your fangs into something lately.
He
Yeah,
just.
pause. Are we turning Stone into a fucking villain suddenly? What is happening? God damn it. I'm sorry. Continue.
You brought him into it.
I made a joke!
Oh, by you, I mean Alan.
Oh my gosh.
It is fine. He smiles. And again, you do see the sharp fangs and everything of this muscular form. Doesn't look too much older than you. Just looks every bit as, just agile and fierce. I don't want you to hurt yourself. That's a very sharp stick. I don't want you to stick yourself with it. And fangs, you do have a sharp eye, Alan. But I don't want to hurt you. I don't.
Okay. Then perhaps maybe we can come to some sort of agreement.
What's this agreement?
If we don't fight, and you don't want to hurt me, and you don't want to see me get hurt, then perhaps you help me.
How so?
You help me infiltrate this occult group tonight, save both my friends, kill whatever this thing is that they're trying to summon, if they summon anything, and I will reward you handsomely.
Why should I believe you?
Because I'm Alan Pendragon. And Pendragons always pay their debts.
Now that I do know. I'll help you. I'll do it. I have to go rest.
Here, you can use my computer room. You need to take a pillow in there, just lay on the floor. There's no windows in there.
I rushed as quickly as I could to get inside. This hat and these things are a lot. All right. As he pushes away into a place that he knows. He knows this place. And he goes there. What do you do now, Alan?
Waits for him to fall asleep, then drives a stake through his heart.
Oh, don't even give him the idea.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, he's got what he wants now.
A vampire?
I love Spot Hidden so much. I love this shit.
Glad someone loves it, because I'm a little distressed right now.
Alan is going to try one more time He's going to go back out to the lake.
I need the dice gods and the narrative to just work.
And he's going to try to call upon the Lady of the Lake. Now, London, if I remember correctly, you were saying something about you had something I could do that I could try instead of rolling it the way I was going to roll it.
You could just keep doing what you were doing. I was thinking
Okay.
of some sort of introducing some other element into it, but it wouldn't be like what you wanted.
Yeah.
Come on, Alan.
So I'm going to roll
Dice gods.
one last time.
Dice gods.
Damn.
And as Alan reaches out and calls for the Lady of the Lake, on this very sunny day, the lake is very calm. There's still nothing. Alan kind of just looks around.
Spot hidden.
I'm going to push it. Actually, no. I'm going to use... I'm
It's the
going to
last
use...
episode.
What's 9 minus 4,
Yeah.
children?
I'm going to use 5 points of
7.
luck.
Oh.
Make it 74 versus 74.
Cool. You see sort of the trees and the bushes around your house just like rustle just the slightest bit. As if maybe some animal or a bunch of them sort of dispersed into them. Maybe some birds flying in or something, but you do see the rattle of the leaves and such.
You have to use 5 luck points to see some squirrels.
But the squirrels are
Um,
fucking. That's what he saw. That's the spot.
Can I make a listen roll?
Yeah.
See if I hear anything unusual. Extreme success, 14 versus 80.
Cool. Listening into this, not necessarily the flutter of wings diving into something or the chip, 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 chip of like little of squirrels running off. You do hear like footsteps that have ran off. They go maybe like 5 more feet before stopping. And you can hear the as bodies, go down into a crouch. You hear that. That's what it sounds like.
From which way did it come from?
This way and this way. Kind of in 2 directions around the house. Kind of from the front.
Is there any footsteps on the ground, like any imprints on the ground that I can see?
None around you, but maybe up front. You would have to sort of go up there closer to check.
Up front. What are you talking about up front?
Well, the lake is like, sort of back behind the house, right?
Uh-huh.
So you would have to walk sort of like past the house, past the front door to really see anything up there.
Alan's gonna just call out and say, "Hello? Is there anybody out there?"
There's no answer.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the front of the house.
Okay. As you approach the front of the house, you see everything is just as it is. Your vehicle's here. The company vehicle that Hayes, drove up in. And now are you looking for tracks?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you can give me that track roll.
And I use 20 points of luck.
Oh my gosh! Come on now.
If you would like to.
I have. You don't have to tell me, but I have to ask what your luck is at.
It's at 50.
Fuck.
Lucky boy, lucky boy.
Won't be after this.
Yeah, so as you look, you see...
Well, hold on. I'm still making a decision. Hold on.
I'm deciding.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think, Matt and Carly?
We're not there.
It's okay. Well, as a player,
You
20.
have a choice to make. There are two options.
All right. I don't know what the
All
fuck
right.
kind of Texas accent that is, but all right. 20 points. This is a statement of fact. Is a lot of luck points to spend. Granted, it looks like things are coming to a close, but
But what's gonna happen before it gets to a close?
Right. I'm just gonna. Can I just push it?
You can, but you'd have to
Remember
kind of.
that pushing means you get a worse outcome if you still fail.
Okay. Well, never mind. I'll just leave it at 30 versus 10 failure.
This is Carly saying, please don't push it.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So as you're looking around, yeah, you don't see any. You don't see any like tracks or indentations. It hasn't like rained recently, so there's no like mud for there to be like heavy boot steps in or anything.
Okay. The vehicle that Mr. Hayes drove up in, is it one of the company cars?
Yes.
Okay. Does it look like there may have been somebody else in the car?
Well, it's an SUV. It's like a sort of like a bigger SUV.
Okay.
You can give me a spot hidden roll if you want to get closer to it and inspect it.
Okay, I will do that. Success 52 versus 74.
What you would notice is that as you're looking sort of, where exactly are you looking around? Just tell me where.
In the passenger seat and in the back.
Okay, cool. You're looking in the passenger seat. You don't really see too much. You look into the back area, the back seat. What you notice is that the seat belts, they're not straight tied up against the back of the seat. It's almost like they were sort of like they were used and taken off and sort of like sloppily still draped there, not fully retracted into the seat. So at some point, the back seat was used by someone and it wasn't kind of hastily taken off.
Okay. I'm gonna go back down to where I heard the sound, and I'm gonna try to go to the right of me. So I guess down by the river, and then I'm gonna take a right and just start following the water's edge, just to see if I see anything.
Okay.
That's what you were saying. Like if I'm looking out to the water, I heard it either coming from my right or to my left. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna go straight down to the water's edge, and then I'll take a right, or I'll just turn right and start walking down the right side of the lake.
Fantastic. Fantastic. You're walking along the side of the lake. You hear the water, running and moving. You feel the slight wind through the trees and through your hair and your clothing. Give me a luck roll.
there it is. Ooh.
Extreme success, 10 versus 50.
So as someone is desperately trying to stay hidden, you see this person with these wide eyes in this suit, like stumble out of the brush. They stop, seeing that you've noticed them.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, it's okay. Wait, are you and Mr. Hayes?
He stands up slowly. You see him just look past your shoulder as he starts backing up. Alan, it's okay. It's okay, Alan. It's all right.
Who,
We're with the Pendragon Foundation.
Yeah, I get that. Why are you out here? What's wrong? You look startled.
He nods again. We were escorting Mr. Hayes here. We just wanted to talk to you.
Don't need no escort.
What do you do?
I'd like to listen to make sure nobody's coming up behind me.
I love that picture of Jason Momoa with his two bodyguards.
I
Same energy.
was about to say, like, They gotta be some
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? 88 versus 80. Failure.
versus 80. Damn.
Due to the sort of the two signalings here, what happens is you feel arms sort of grab you from behind. Now wrestling with you. You see these sleeves of dark suits as they're wrestling with you. The person in front of you, you see the panic on his face leave as it turns to determination as he rushes you as well. What are you doing now as you feel like at least two people like holding your arms behind you?
As the first person or the guy is running at me,
Yep.
I'd like to get some momentum, kind of jump up to kind of run across this person's chest to do a backflip out of this this holding that I'm in.
Okay.
Kelsey Power Rangers?
Okay, cool.
What would you like to? What can I give you?
All right, yeah.
Alan is the main character.
For that, that'll be for a backflip out of it. I'd say that's an extreme dex roll.
I feel like that's fairly valid.
Are you kidding me? 30 versus 10.
Damn.
But like on the extreme setting, like I would need to click extreme.
Yeah.
You're just saying like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and you did, yeah. Right?
Yeah, it's a 30 versus 10
Yep.
failure.
Yep. So as you try to wrench out of that, no, they still have you. And the person in front of you just walks up as you see him raise a fist behind him and tries to go in for your face.
I dodge.
Yep. I was rolling towards a 50.
Oh,
You're still
hold
on extreme.
I still have it on extreme. Hold on.
Yeah, roll it. Re-roll with that. Mine was a regular success. Ah, okay. And a regular failure. So his fist goes across your face, and his damage bonus is 5 points of damage as doof, things go dark. There's where we're going to break. Did I do an okay, Stone?
We'll talk about it. No. No, that was good. That was good. Would have asked for bourbon, but it was good aside from that.
I would have handed it to you, but I couldn't leave it.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
Cool. All right, we're gonna break really quick. We'll be right back.
Nice.
Perfect.
And we're back. Hudson, are you okay?
Dude, he's been captured, man.
He's unconscious. Let him sleep.
My head.
We're diving right back into academia. It is the
Boosh,
night
bababoosh.
of the ritual. Axton and Rowan, you have your time and place. 11 p.m., the museum.
Marty's Pizza, the museum.
December 24th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What would you like to do? Would you like to meet up before this, meet at the museum itself? How would you like to proceed?
So, Carly, the plan is still for Rowan to show up late, correct?
Yes, I'm going to show up.
You got caught up in homework.
Yeah. Should I go? How late? This is Rowan talking now. So how late should I show up? Should we go like 7 minutes, 12 minutes? I don't want to do an exact 5 or 10 because then it looks planned.
You could probably roll up to the theater around.
Wait, theater? I thought we were going to the museum.
Oh, sorry, I was in show mode. You could probably show up to the museum around 11. Say 11:17, 11:18. 15 minutes gets you on that edge, that kind of pissed off edge a little
I
bit.
can do that. Thank you, 15.
No problem.
All right.
And if this is the night of, then Axton will proceed.
I'm gonna be in the mineralogy lab on campus so that I have an alibi. Someone else can see me there.
Well, also, I was hoping that Axton might get a chance to investigate this Book of Aben, but if he scrolled through and it was of no relevance to anything ever, then never mind.
It'll take some sit-down study. Probably like a day or so to really get anything of use.
We don't have a day.
You did when you found it.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Unless he could skim. No, all right.
That would be a skim, yeah. Full study would be a lot longer.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Then with robe intact, not wearing it yet, Axton will...
This brings up a good point. Are these like take-home cult robes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. He will walk through this lonely museum, and
Let's think, it's not so lonely. Again, you see your other club members there. You
the top floor, like the museum part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So you see the door open. One of you there greeting you, Axton.
Hello.
Welcome. As they hold the door open for you, you see alumni sort of milling about inside. You see just every people you know, the people you've been meeting with every week for this whole semester. Sort of all filing towards the back of the museum. Again, that familiar echo that goes throughout the entire museum just filters through your ears as you see familiar faces along with the alumni here. What do you do?
Is Wit around?
Yeah, Whit would be here at some point, yeah.
Axton hasn't really spoken with Wit much, but he knows his friends have.
I was gonna say get Daniel Bassins in the call, but I'm pretty sure he's at Dollywood right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Yeah. He's gonna approach Wit and hello, Wit.
Hey.
I am Axton. We haven't spoken much, but I know you're friends with Rowan and Alan.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah. I would say they're
Alan,
good friends.
it's a shame about Alan, but
Yeah. He is a good person. I guess sometimes our opinions of things people get mixed up.
is that what you call it?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know his situation entirely. But are you excited for tonight?
I want this to be over quickly. I have other engagements. If you can call them that.
Do you know anything about what we're doing? I don't ask around as much as I should. To be honest with you, it makes me feel awkward.
No. I'm looking to find out just like you are. Hopefully it'll be quick. Hopefully it won't take too long. You know, our induction took long enough.
Do you wish the best for Rowan?
Of course. I love Rowan.
Oh,
Why wouldn't
oh,
I?
good. Me too. It's just good to know she has friends outside of me, and I say that and it makes her sound like she doesn't have friends. But well, good friends are hard to. Thanks, Carly.
I don't. She doesn't. It's literally just Axton at this point.
So it's good to know others are looking out for, I suppose.
Right. You want to walk down?
I'll be right there. I'm just my nerves, I guess.
All right. Bye. As she goes off.
What does Axton's $15 wristwatch say?
It's like
$11.
it's like 11:05. Yeah.
Pikachu is pointing to 11:05.
Pika Pika. And everyone's
Literally,
descending
that's
down.
the
on
alarm. Pika.
them. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Louis. Anyway, if as everyone descends down, Axton's gonna stand for a second, let people pass him, and pull out his phone, and just kind of look around, make sure he's just kind of standing on his own. No one's peeking over his shoulder or anything.
Spot hidden.
I was not prepared as a player with my roll. SWAT hidden. 9361 failure.
Yeah, you're alone here. It seems that everybody that's going down is kind of floated towards the back of the museum. Actually, sort of towards the front where that big brontosaurus is. Again, there aren't that many lights in here either, so it's all very dark.
Yeah. Axton's gonna text Rowan and ask if she's already down there. With a couple more question marks, and are you gonna meet me in the museum? Question mark, question mark.
I'll just respond and say, still in the lab, be there shortly.
We're late! Exclamation, exclamation. And proceed towards the wherever everyone else is going.
So everybody are sort of crowded outside of the elevator. There aren't too many, there isn't room for everybody to go down in this thing, but it's going in shifts. And you make one of the last shifts to go down.
Is Anthony around?
He must have already be down there.
Okay. And he'll awkwardly is there any faces he recognizes when is he already down there?
Oh, you mean like outside of this elevator?
I'm sorry, where is Axton right now?
You're still on the top floor. Yeah, you're just waiting for the elevator.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's just waiting then. Never mind.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. After a while, after these shifts, you finally are able to crowd inside with other alumni and other students that you know. As it starts the descent. A descent that you're familiar with, that like, this area, these people haven't seen. There's also this sort of feeling of nervousness in the air. But your adventure sort of started here in this place. As the elevator comes to its resting place, deep, deep underground, the doors open with that passageway leading directly towards that circular cavern with the vault in the center.
This is embarrassing. Does anyone know if there's a restroom nearby?
No, Axton, do you need a restroom? As Louis Small comes over.
Hey, Louis.
Fucker.
I'm sorry. It's yeah. Um. Well, number one, I guess I'm a little nervous.
No,
but
you have
also-
to pee. Well,
Oh.
actually, there is no bathroom down here, but the ritual is about to begin. They're just calling roll now. Are you able to hold it?
Well, I am an adult. I suppose so.
Yes. Well, right this way. Everyone is waiting. What do you do?
What does the vault look like?
Again, it's like sort of this metal cylinder, this metal circle in the middle of this bigger circular room. It has one of those like twisty locks on it that spins that will open up into something inside of it, but it's closed now, as you've always seen it.
Okay.
Oh
And
my
I imagine
God.
we're all crowding around in this pre-vault.
Yeah. So everyone is kind of just circled
It's the
around it.
elevator from the Haunted Mansion. Of course,
Kinda-
there's always my way out.
Yeah, it's like the stretching room. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Imagine that, but with something in the middle of it, like a big room inside of it.
Sorry, everyone. I tend to get over analytical in these.
No, this is the time for it.
I just dropped my pen. Oh no. My chair squeaks.
Oh no, not the squeaking chair.
Squeaking chair.
Sorry.
Okay, and what is the activity in the room? What are people doing? You know, he's trying to perceive everything he can.
The alumni are mixed in with the students here, as also donning their cloaks. They're all around the room. They all seem to stand there, kind of straight up, and there's light conversation until you see Anthony. You recognize his features from under the hood. Kind of walk around, looking, talking to people before standing in front of the door. All right, everybody, we're going to begin very shortly. We'll also call the roll now. We'll begin the reading of the Testament. They begin to call the roll of the current members. Names go by and by, names you're familiar with. It also gets your name. Your name is called.
Present.
The Pendragon name is not called. Zacharias' name is not called. Through all of this, obviously, Kirby's name was called, to which there was no answer at this time. Rowan, what are you doing?
I am probably headed from the mineralogy lab at this point.
Okay. Where are you going?
I am headed to the museum. And right before I step through the doors, I want to text Josie. I don't know if she's gonna even answer, and I just want to say, I'm sorry for everything. And then cell phone's on silent. The show's about to begin. Like, yeah. I go
Josie's
inside.
calling the police.
Yeah, you're met with resistance as the doors don't open.
Fuck.
All the lights are off inside and the doors locked.
Cool. I'm gonna go around to that back entrance.
Okay. Great. So you're going around to the back entrance again. It's just as dangerous as it was the last time. Give me a dex roll as you're trying to descend here.
How many times have you fallen down the staircase?
I've only fallen down that twice. I have fallen down the staircase twice. That's an 89-50 failure. God, fuck. They really need railing on this thing.
You take 30 points of damage.
Rowan's now dead.
Actually, just 4 points of damage
Good
as
Lord.
you can
Good
feel like
night.
your leg just like being scraped against this stray piece of wood on this descent down.
That's
As
a
it's
lot.
dark, yeah, it's a lot. You can feel like your leg being like like moistened and everything as your robe even starts to cling to it. But as this
It's a lot of
commotion
damage.
happens, you're kind of met by some people you don't recognize, like people in suits. Who are you? We have a student here. There's a student. They came from some other way. Um, right this way. As Anthony sees you. Oh, Rowan. Um,
Hi.
I knew you'd show up. Okay. Please just fall in the line where you can.
Okay.
Everyone. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, alumni, for being here. As always, I thought it'd be a couple more months before I was able to do this, before I was able to take part of this reading. But for us, it's been a learning experience this past semester. And as you all know, we've had some losses. We lost Zachariah on an investigation. I never anticipated this happening. But thanks to our alumni, especially Smalls, they showed me that this can be a good thing for the group. Every decade, we make offerings to the Keeper of the Dust. We gain the knowledge of that person. Zachariah helped us. We saw things from beyond, a distant land, some other plane of existence. Maybe Carcosa was the name that was etched in his very soul. We know this because of the lost. I know this may come as a shock to you, but Zachariah was an offering to the Keeper, and in return, we have knowledge. This knowledge helps protect humanity. It helps us all. And it's always been here, even longer, before the Daughters of Dust gathered together and formed this organization. There are knights, or should I say the Knights of KP, as they're known, that are the first line of defense against these things.
When he says that, I'm going to look at Axton, because we've heard this mentioned before.
Heard what mentioned?
Agents of KP. Like, we've heard of them before.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Alan mentioned them at some point.
Vaguely, yeah, once, maybe.
So, Rowan's just going to kind of cut him a look like, yo, what the fuck?
We provide them with the knowledge we have so they can protect humanity, so we can stay alive. Because as I've seen all too recently, that we're not the biggest, the strongest, or the most powerful. Have any of you ever knocked over an anthill when you were a kid and just gone about your day? That's what we are. Ants. But thanks to Dust, thanks to all of you, and your investigations during this past semester, and to the Knights of KP, who are such generous donors. Some of you may know they are also connected with the Pendragon family. Another loss we have suffered. It pains me. Because Alan was a good friend of mine. He was the best of us. He should be here among you, taking in this knowledge.
Hi. I'm sorry.
The whole room cuts to you. Please, Axton. He should be here with us to take part of this knowledge, because it's in his blood. It's in his brain. It's always been. But since he wants to leave us, we have to use it. We must use this knowledge. Please. As Alan is led in, sort of bound, you're fully aware of everything now.
There it is.
You're aware. Your mouth is kind of gagged and your arms are behind your back, but you're there. And they lead you into the room. They lead you at the front of that door. As Anthony looks at you, you see how old his face looks. As he reaches to take off the sort of the gag that's in your mouth there. Alan, your knowledge is too valuable. If you truly care about this organization, you'll see this day as a good day.
Anthony, may I
Yes.
speak? I just wanted to tell you, thank you for being a good friend.
He turns away very quickly. Smalls rushes up, sort of just grabs him by the shoulder, shakes him, straightens him up, and gives him a smile. We must continue. All right, we shall continue. Please, Anthony. And Anthony thus begins the reading of the Testament. We do this in the 10th year, every year, to offer to the keeper, to gain knowledge. The blessings of knowledge are good. The powerful of mind must read from the Testament and summon the keeper. Please, Guardian. As Tetlow emerges from the shadows, his face solemn, he looks at Pendragon and begins to turn the door. It's heavy and cold in his hands. And soon, as it loosens, it begins to spin as he spins it. The door slides out of the way into the wall as these big metal walls all drop deep down into the ground. In the center of this former room, this chamber, seems to float small specks of dust. Yet there's this almost negative hollow space there. It's darker than the rest of the room, as this void just twists and exists there. You can't see directly across, as this sort of barrier, it isn't natural. It doesn't play by Axton's laws of physics.
Shit.
Sanity rolls to everyone here.
Yeah. Knew that was coming. Well, that's a failure. 89-21.
Failure then versus 47.
Extreme success, 6 versus 57.
Hey guys, how the fuck are we gonna get out of this one?
What do you think by seeing this, Alan?
Well,
It's
I mean,
dark,
that's
man.
the thing. Am I turned facing them, or am I looking at this?
Well, you have like movement to see. You know what I mean? And so it's sort of like you feel this coldness behind you as this drops, and you can see just the blackness.
I'm just kind of like, this kind of looks like my dream.
Everyone else 3 points of sanity loss. Alan none. He's been here before and he survived.
Keeper, may I ask? So, I'm seeing the students maybe in rows like stormtroopers or something watching what's happening up on an elevated platform as this door is open. Is that sort of correct?
No, it's not elevated at all. You're all kind of on the same flat plane here. You're in a big circular room. Everyone is circled around the room. And in the center is now this circle of darkness with Alan kneeled next to Anthony.
Okay. And what was the last word said?
The Guardian. And this when Tetlow came and unlocked this thing and everything went down.
Got it. Thank you.
Now, the sound of mine must read the testament. Power rolls between Axton and Rowan.
Power rolls.
35-50 success.
48-70 success?
Rowan, you've been chosen to summon the Keeper. I know this may be tough, but he brings gifts. Gifts of knowledge for us all to continue to exist as a species. I've seen this knowledge firsthand. I know there is a cost, but hopefully for you, well, I know for you, it won't be as personal. As he sort of touches himself and hands you the... That sounds weird.
Is he reaching into the robe? Is he
Wait, what?
Damn minute.
Let me...
Yo, Anthony, do you need a minute?
As he touches himself, he looks to Rowan.
Can someone please
I'm a
read this
lesbian.
book so I can touch myself?
My hands are preoccupied.
It's a very large book. I need somebody else to hold this, please.
Let's just go.
No, just show me the flip. Show me the pictures. Yes.
Perfect. No, a little slower. Stay on that page for a minute. I like that page.
I hate it.
As he touches his chest out of exasperation. There we go.
Yes.
From touching himself. All right.
Yes. And he hands you the book.
Oh, okay. Did you approach Rowan? Oh, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Wait.
No, I do. And I'm keeping eye contact with Alan the entire time.
And he hands it to you. You see those words that are there. The last sort of two sentences that are on that handout that you've been seeing here. It's what's to be read. He points to it. As he takes the binds off of Alan and helps him stand up to face you, Rowan.
And who is this taking off my binds?
Anthony. As he kind of
Anthony.
looks around as he does it.
Anthony, is it okay if I get one final, I guess, word in before I go?
Give me any sort of social role for that.
Don't worry, Alan. You're not on your own.
I'm gonna do. Can I do academic standing?
No.
Or okay. Can
I
I do?
mean,
Can I
Social role.
do?
Operate heavy machinery.
Yeah, operate heavy machine. No. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Okay. Hmm. Can I do a credit rating?
No.
Can I do?
Charm,
I think
fast talk, persuade, intimidate.
I pay you $100. That's gonna cost you about
or
$350,
your
Alan.
credit score.
I'm just gonna do charm.
Okay.
Dice gods are
Holy
kind to
shit.
us.
Hard success. 6 versus 15.
Louis Small says, "No, you cannot speak. Your time for speaking is done." As Anthony holds up his hand. I'm the president here. I see that he gets a word. Silence, everyone.
Thank you, Anthony. I seem to have made a mistake. I did not mean to make everyone here hate me in any way. No hard feelings on my end towards y'all. I understand that. I guess this is what needs to be done. And Alan's like, he's looking at all these students, not really these alumni, but most of the students that he's gone through school with. Many of you know me. Many of you, we've gone through these couple of years together. I just want to thank y'all for the friendship that we had. Now he looks at the professors and the alumni. And to the professors and to the alumni that are here performing this ritual, I'm so honored that you would pick me, of all people, to be a part of this. But if you believe that this is the last time you will see anybody rise to make sure people like you don't harm this world, then you are absolutely wrong. Because the name Pendragon has nothing to do with stopping the evil that men do. Is Stone Hayes present in this room?
You can give me a spot hidden?
Shit. Shit.
Failure 89 versus 74.
You don't
he's
see
just
him, so
gonna-
you're not sure.
Okay.
Not maybe, but you're not sure.
Many of you have served on faculty. Many of you have served as students. And some of you in here have served on the field and in the tour of duty. All of us in here are dust, or at one point were dust. But not all of you are agents of KP. All of you in here, if you continue down this path, disgrace the name of the Knights of Pendragon. Rowan, Axton.
Oh,
sorry.
hello.
Rowan, go ahead.
Actually, I'm sorry. Where did you all find? Axton starts to approach wherever they're at. Was he at his damn cabin? Because last I checked, we tried to get a hold of him, and we haven't heard since, well, the incident, as you know. So first off, how did you get his compliance?
We have him now. He spoke. We must continue. Rowan, please.
Hang on, this bastard left us on red. Do you understand the weight? of
Axton,
that?
this is serious.
Well, what's going to happen? This is a club meeting.
If we want this must be done now. We'll all benefit from this.
Alan won't.
I'm sorry. I've watched a lot of television. It seems like we're trying to sacrifice. I don't. If anyone agree with, never mind.
Everyone just stands, not interfering with this. There are some heads to turn to look at each other, but most don't interfere.
Well, I'm sorry, Alan. You did kind of not talk to us for a while.
Axton, yes. Listen, they hit me over the head. It's fine. I'm going to be sacrificed. It's all good. Just sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
Sacrificed. All right, that was not part of the agenda. I'm sorry. I'm all for, well, space travel and the such. You can learn quite a bit in my field, but most of that does not pertain to sacrifices. So, are we just-
Rowan, read the book.
Everyone give me a spot hidden roll.
59, 61 success.
72, 53 failure.
Success 46 versus 74.
Axton
Always me.
and Alan see this. Some of the suited men that were sort of around the corner from this void, you see them hand this long object to the guardian, Tetlow, who takes it, inspects it,
Fuck.
and then holds it at his side. Looking upon you all as he holds the spear that Pendragon has been wielding for the past few weeks. Having it back in the museum's possession now.
So do I have the book in my hands right now?
He
Yeah.
handed it to you last I checked.
Yeah.
Last I checked.
Because
Yeah.
you read it, yeah.
I'm gonna go and act like I'm gonna start tearing the page out. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna start holding it like that and say, okay, so. Oh, okay, that got a reaction.
What are you doing?
Hang on, why is everything so... I'm still trying to get to the bottom of why Alan is here. He said he was done last I checked.
Louis comes over. Rowan, you're causing a disruption here. Maybe you're not
Hey,
worthy at
what?
all.
Hey, Tedlow.
Tedlow looks in your direction.
You're the worst wizard that ever was, and you'll never be as great as Merlin. Rowan, you can go ahead and do the honors.
Called you a wizard. Because you're old.
As that happens, Louis, again, now for Rowan, no. I refuse. You would not be the one to read this. You are not worthy. You do not take this seriously.
I'm
And,
still holding, like about to rip the page.
well, he grabs it and he sort of has it like as well. He's trying to take it from you. What do you do?
Okay.
What's the approach for this as he's trying to snatch it away?
I tear the page out and crumple it up.
Okay, that's what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So at that, what happens is you see, first you hear this murmuring. This murmuring turns into an uproar as you see all of the alumni in these different colored robes just flip as they all rush you.
Yeah.
What do you
Time to go.
three do? All three.
I
I
grab
hold the
Anthony.
page up.
Okay, hold the page up. And Axton?
If Alan's grabbing Anthony, he's getting behind both of his friends, and he actually looks to the students and says, None of you understand this, but they're summoning something that wants you dead. Last I checked, our friend here isn't the only one who's going to be sacrificed.
What? What?
And I'm gonna.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Do you know why they picked me? Because I'm expendable. Because if you're not of sound mind, this will kill you, and they don't give a shit.
What?
And this summon is not going to show up in a Mercedes. We all see this black pit, and it is not just for looks. Now, believe me, none of this makes sense from what I can see.
You know what they do to you if you die and you're part of dust? They literally turn you into dust. We saw it happen. They're still pretending Zachariah is alive. You, and I point to the theater kid,
And he looks around.
should have better morals than to pretend to be a dead kid just to make his parents feel better. You were lying to his parents.
Hey, what was I supposed to do? Okay, like it's what they wanted.
Rowan's correct. However, you let them get to you. It's because that's what they wanted. Now they want to murder. How far do you go with what they want? They have drug a student in here, deserter or not, in cuffs, more or less, against his own will.
Alan,
Sorry.
Alan also looks to the students and says, they're both right. There's a lot more that's happening that you have no idea. So you have a choice in front of you to make. I had one earlier today, and I made that choice, and here I am. But you now have that choice. To stand and fight with House Pendragon.
I fucking can't.
Or watch House Pendragon fall. And with that, he grabs Anthony almost as hostage.
Anthony doesn't do anything, and in your arms, Anthony feels weak, brittle almost.
I whisper into Anthony's ear, just go along with it.
Okay, with that speech everybody gave, give me power rolls all around for your force of personality.
1970 hard success.
40-50 success.
What? Failure, 80 versus 70.
Do you want to do
No one
anything
gives a
about
shit
that?
about House Dumbledore.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
Honey, you sure about that?
You sure about that, honey? Remember that time I accidentally... Never mind.
I'll just use 10 points of luck.
There you
it's
go.
fine.
There you go.
So
Bad
I got
timing.
40 luck now, and so that's 70 versus 70 success.
Got a hole in my lip, apparently. I just spill water everywhere.
There's
Yeah.
a hole in your lip.
Yep.
Anyway,
Child, anyway, so...
Okay, Captain Barbosa.
I'm done. So with 3 successes all around here, you see the people, the students, start to talk amongst themselves. What? Why didn't you tell us? Is this what you're going to wait a year to tell us? So we're indoctrinated, is one voice you hear. It's always echoes of this as they just approach the alumni, and Anthony Tetlow watches with the spear, not getting in this at all, just staying back far away from it. The suited men are retreating sort of towards the back of this place, kind of where Rowan came in, as the alumni, and especially Louis Small. No! Listen, whoever will read this, whoever reads this, I promise you, you will not regret it.
Whoever our keeper?
Whoever stands against the Keeper will die. All those who do nothing but witness the reading will live and be greatly rewarded, and humanity will survive. Do you care about yourselves? Again, there's uproar from the students. They're not really listening to this guy at all. Like, he is not really making a lot of ground with how well you all rolled.
Louis Smalls, if I may direct your attention to me, I have your president as a hostage, and I'm willing to take him and myself and throw ourselves into this hole. Stand your people down. Evacuate this building. Let me and all the students leave without any harm, and nothing will become of your president. And with still no response, he begins to move Anthony closer to the edge.
No, don't do that. You can't go inside. It's dangerous. No one has ever gone inside and come out.
I think that's the point.
Alan, I'm sorry it ever came to this. If you read the passage at the expense of these insurrectionists here, Rowan and Axton, I'll reward you. The Keeper will reward you with the power and even more knowledge. Or anyone else who steps forward.
I just want to remind everyone, Rowan is 6'2". On the volleyball team as a wing spiker, she's a big girl. And she's standing here with this above her head.
You're giving me the option to read this? Are you saying that I'm back in Dustman?
I'm saying that you are a Pendragon. That does mean something. Just please, don't act rashly. You'll be throwing your life away if you walk in there. And Anthony's too.
Hang on a minute. Real quick. Sorry. Axton here. I've got it! I get it! Rowan! Hang on a minute. Louis, do you speak another language?
I'm not talking to you.
Come on. Humor me a little bit.
No.
Is it? Wait a minute. Is this
No,
about Quaquille?
I'm not doing this.
This is about that Utanus guy. Or however you say it. I don't know.
You know nothing of what you talk about.
Well, if I don't, can you enlighten me to who our keeper is? I keep expecting him to show up.
Why don't you read it?
I can't read. It's mostly math.
Very well. Very well.
I would prefer to see most of the, well, actually, all of the students here survive without having to witness a actual sacrifice. So sue me for looking for goodwill, but I believe me and my compatriots here have the same intentions.
Does the Keeper not believe in picking up a book and reading it? Why do we have to, give him someone's brain? Why can't you just tell him shit?
It doesn't work that way. This will be the last time I ask of any of you. If anyone...
I will read it.
Alan, I would like to ask you to reconsider, and are you
Stand down,
sure?
Axton. Stand down. I'll read it. But you must evacuate this building of all of your staff and faculty. The students must leave unharmed, including all of my friends and the president, Anthony. And the agents of KP must leave this room. The only two people that will be in this room will be me and you.
Oh, fuck that.
Do you say that, Rowan?
Yeah.
Your friends stay.
Okay. And then he starts loosening the grip a little bit on Anthony next to the edge.
Oh, like trying to drop him in?
Right.
He lurches towards it. The coldness it touches his face more as y'all can almost just see him like struggling away in pain. Alan, no, no! Please, please. Louis says, you heard me. Your friends, where this gets messy for everyone here. Because it appears that not just you are insurrectionists, but there might be others here as well. What a shame to this great organization. So you and your friends, and me, with everyone else leaving, alumni and students included, or this gets messy.
Alan
Where-
looks to both Axton and Rowan to see their answer.
Where is Louis standing in relation to me?
Y'all are kind of like in like a little pod right in front of where the door once was.
Where is he in relation to this pit?
Y'all are all like next to it, probably like 5-ish feet away. Alan's a little closer.
So if I just full body slam myself into this man, will he go into this pit?
You can try, as
But
always.
I might also go into the pit.
You can try if you want.
All right.
Axton actually, might, I'm sorry, I'm getting, ASL messages.
Oh, I'm sorry. We distracting you?
Not at all, not at all.
need
of course.
to-
What's that?
You need to focus on some messages.
Some American Sign Language messages that you were giving
Oh,
me?
okay.
No.
Oh.
He thought you said
I thought you
AOL.
Yeah, I think
No.
you said AOL, and I was like,
Dial-up?
I thought you
Yeah.
meant a different ASL. I was like, what?
oh,
Like age,
DSL.
sex,
I'm getting
location.
DSL
Yeah.
messages.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Alan and say, you're not fucking ignoring us again.
So that's why I'm looking at y'all for your answer.
Yeah.
Right.
That-
yeah.
that's
no,
my
she
answer.
she has a point. We already split up once. I'd prefer not to do it again. So
If you're doing this, we're here too.
All right, and Alan pulls Anthony back.
Anthony's just very tired and defeated. Just kind of scuttles away.
He grabs him real quick before he leaves
Uh,
and whispers one more thing in his ear. Give us 10 minutes and then come back in with the students.
He says, okay, everyone, please leave us be. We will all be rewarded shortly. As people file out in sort of curious, Like there's mumbles and groans and all sorts of things as they're exiting. They proceed back into that long passageway, and now a door slides over it. It's very dark in here, except for a few candles that are lit. There's orangish glow. Now, if you will read this, Alan.
You know, I gotta say, you're a lot stupider than you'd think.
Am I?
Oh.
Literally, it pops up in the chat. Exactly. Yeah. You really thought it was a good idea to go 3-on-1.
3-on-1.
I mean, you're not actually reading it, right, Alan?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to read it.
I thought he was going to read it.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Well, I mean, we're not.
Now, who's the stupid one now?
And Alan goes over to grab the book.
See, watch. He'll read it.
Here, take the book, Alan.
The page is there.
Oh, okay. Alan goes to Rowan. Rowan, can I please have the page?
What happens when he reads this page?
The keeper arrives.
Who is the keeper? Is it Bezos?
Jeffrey Bezos.
Rowan, may I have the page, please?
Fine.
And Alan takes the page and kind of tries to place it like back where it was in the book, and kind of tries to flatten it back out if it's like wrinkled or anything, and looks down at the pages. And at this point, Alan has kind of made his way back to where he was, close to the edge of the vault door. He closes the book and throws the book into the vault hole.
Great. So you see this book sort of fly out there. It hits that sort of the barrier. You see it almost like start to float away before it disappears. Almost as if something sinking deep into the ocean.
Oops.
Oh, thank God, Alan. I thought you were about to go evil on us there for a second.
You doubted him too, Rowan. I
I'm
can't believe
so
it.
sorry, Louis Smalls. I forgot that I had butter on my fingers.
He does.
Louis steps back and he begins to chant those words.
And Alan
What do you
charges
do?
at him.
Okay.
Alan charges at him to tackle him.
Okay, cool. Give me a brawl.
Oh, fuck.
Cool.
What are
So-
you doing, Rowan?
I'm gonna say move, Alan, and I'm just gonna slug this motherfucker in the mouth.
Okay,
So hard that it breaks his entire face.
So he's backing up. Alan lunges at him. He steps out of the way and is still chanting. Like he is still chanting. And I rolled a successful roll here against my power now. As you hear him say these words here. Ulniga. Tharanek, Goffin, Quachiluteus. And this full thing. And now...
Oh, I was gonna try to punch him. Fuck.
Yeah, so this was all part of that roll that I just made. As he utters that, if you would like to throw a hit, you can give me a brawl roll.
75-57 failure.
It soars past his face as he just continues chanting and chanting and chanting. Axton, what would you like to do?
Axton pulls out a 9mm and just...
It's actually an
Peppers.
automatic 9.3R burst pistol, and he's going to... No.
In a metal room.
Pinball machine now.
Axton is going to go for the legs.
Sweep the legs, Johnny.
He's actually thrown his whole body
Finish him.
at the legs of Louis. You looking for a brawl?
Yes, please. Cool.
1925 success.
He's going to try to dodge this. Nope, doesn't do it. As you tackle his legs, it sends him to the ground with a thud. And as you're there, as you tackled him, you feel like your throat very dry from all the force you've exerted. You also feel your throat sort of drying, Alan, and you too, Rowan. What are you all doing as Louis is just on the ground here, sort of trying to scramble away from you, Axton?
Is he still chanting?
He stopped now, as he swallows really hard.
What was the
You don't know what you're doing. You really don't.
I'm gonna look at him and say, Louis, are you of sound mind?
You will pay.
Would you call yourself of sound mind?
Alan! You're better than both of them. You don't have to take this. There is still time.
Zip it, Smalls. Rowan, Axton, hold him down. And Alan's going to run and try to close the vault door.
So it's now sunk into the ground, right?
Oh.
yeah?
All
That's
the
right.
walls went down into the ground. So all you can see now really is just like it's like level against like sort of that.
Did Tetlow stay behind?
He's
You
just standing there. No,
Okay, so scratch that then.
hang on. We can definitely hold him, Alan. I don't think that's a bad idea.
Tetlow is he didn't leave with everybody else. He's still kind of back against where Rowan came in, standing there. He's been unmoving this whole time with the spear.
I never saw him to start with, but I want to kind of look around and see, like, is there anything being summoned? Like, is anything showing up, kind of thing?
You feel like warmth now coming from the center of the room. More dust seems to churn and churn. As in the center, you see this being appear. From the simple chanting that Louis had done. What is that, Alan?
And before Alan sees this being, or does as this being is forming, Alan looks to Tedlow and says, Tedlow, this would be a great time to work on that, whole idea of being better than Merlin.
He looks at you and says, I'm working on it. This is just a part of that plan. What you see is this. No. Imagine the size of a small little child. There, curled up in almost like fetal position. It's very small, as it just seems to float and turn as you're making out the features of this thing. It's almost like, imagine one of those old Egyptian mummies. It looks kind of like that. If you find like the mummy of a small child, its leg appear to be bound together, completely immobile. This loping, crouching thing, it's hairless completely, as it has a skeletally thin neck, and the face, featureless. All you see are these sort of like wrinkles, almost brain-like wrinkles all over the face, as it has these long claws that almost seem to pierce its own body as it floats there. Dust circles around it and coats the room, spilling out from the floor across your shoes. This is what you see. This small little thing. But it comes with a sanity roll.
Yeah. I can't imagine this is going to go well for me. 34-18 failure.
85-44 failure.
Success, 49 versus 57.
Pendragon.
Roll that dice.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Wait, what? What is that
Are
from?
you not rolling dice?
Which is fake beans.
What's the bean
Roll that
footage?
beautiful bean footage. I don't know. It's.
I thought you
roll
said
commercial.
Bean Village. Like it was a village made of beans.
Okay, for a Pendragon, that is 4 points of sanity loss.
This isn't gonna go well.
For the people that failed, that'll be 2d10, 12 sanity loss.
Oh.
Cheerios.
From seeing this.
I'm still good, but I know who isn't.
What's your sanity at, Carly?
6.
Bro,
Holy shit.
this is...
Should I make my intelligence roll?
Oh shit. Yeah, wait. Are we not supposed to
Just
be rolling?
for shiggles. Yeah, let's do that at this point.
Well,
Yeah, we both got hard successes.
take the 2 smart ones to go insane.
Oh my gosh. Let's start off with... Hold on, let's get this going.
So, I'm scared of currently Louis Smalls and sharp objects.
You're about
And
to be
now
scared of
babies?
existing. Yeah, well.
I'm
Are
sorry.
we starting with action here? Let's
Just
12
give me
points.
1 moment here. I'm sorry.
You got
Wait,
it.
so did I need
a
to
lot of
make an
sanity.
intelligence roll?
No, you don't.
good.
You're all good, man.
It's sanity then intelligence, yeah.
Oh.
London, explain what you were looking for. What is your GM tactic for this?
I'm looking at like this just deep sanity loss from for Rowan. I mean, but that's the thing. But physically, here's what's going on. Yeah, woohoo, insanity. Axton's hair goes white. Like, it just stands on end and just completely goes white from seeing this mind-warping horror. Rowan, from seeing this, it's almost as if something just, like, shuts down in your brain. Just completely and utterly shuts down. As, Rowan, you start swinging. Wildly swinging at any and everything.
I'd like to dodge.
No roll required for this here. As far as Axton, you faint.
Oh,
Your eyes sort of roll back as you fall back from seeing this hitting the ground.
Wait, so I grow white hair, not Axton?
No, Axton does.
Okay, so he grows white hair and faints.
it's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
habit among all my characters, yeah.
Wow.
So, capacitated there, you see Rowan just swinging into the air. But Alan, you're there, Louis Small on the ground just looking at you. The Keeper has arrived. If you give him those 2, he will gain their knowledge. Or he will gain immortality. It's whatever you wish. Your friend there made this decision at one point in his long life, shifting eyes to Tedlow. But what will your choice be?
Alan is going to hold out his hand towards Tedlow. Make a roll. Nope. But he's going to say, Tedlow, throw me the spear. I'm not going to make the same mistake you did.
So I'm just over here just.
A power or social roll for this?
We know the way you're going. Holy
Success,
shit.
49 versus 70. I like to push it.
He tosses the spear towards you. It's something that you can easily catch potentially. It's you know this spear. You know it. It goes where it's supposed to.
Okay, now give me 1 second to think real quick.
Okay. Take your time.
Welcome to the thinking club.
Hi.
I'm in it
I'm
too.
not in it.
That's okay. Axton's not either.
So
Not a single thought behind Rowan's eyes.
so what Louis Smalls just said to me was I could give the keeper, that's what it's called, correct?
Yep.
Keeper both Rowan and Axton, and I could gain knowledge or immortality, right?
Yep.
Alan looks to Louis Smalls and says, "Okay, Louis, I'll take you up on that offer." And he like holds his hand down to help him up.
I don't need your hand, as he puts his hands down to pick him on his own self up. Please, I'll help you.
Oh, no. I think you misunderstood what I was talking about. I will take you up on that offer of, giving the keeper the sacrifice. I will need your, volunteering help to be that sacrifice.
No!
And Alan, no, and he holds the spear right in front of him. I mean, you could die this way, or you can go into the beyond and see something that nobody else here has seen. It's up to you.
No. I refuse, he says.
And Alan kind of hits him in the leg with it.
Okay. As you hit him with it, he kind of goes down for a second. But he looks around to you both as he tries to charge at you with this threat.
Dodge.
Yep. Doesn't hit.
Yep.
He soars past you, catches himself before he hits the edge of that barrier. At this time, the keeper starts sort of like drifting, kind of turning towards this action.
Okay.
And moving, floating, still crouched, unmoving. Out of the barrier very slowly.
Keeper, I give you your sacrifice. I give you Louis Smalls.
You see the keeper floating towards Louis as his eyes grow wide, seeing it. He runs back to you to try to grab you and sort of flip you around into it. Brawl?
I'd like to dodge? Okay.
Yeah,
brawl.
yeah. You're dodge. He's gonna brawl.
Failure?
Yeah, that his succeeds. His succeeds. So like he grabs you and tries to just sort of bring your momentum into the keeper. So now give me another dodge roll.
I'll be a son of a bitch.
Extreme success, 4 versus 25.
As you soar past the keeper still moving very slowly, eventually runs right into Louis Small. As you can see, its claws sort of just come out like this and touch the sides of Louis Small, whose life drains out of his face. You can see him scream in pain as like every bit of moisture in his face is just sort of drained out. His clothes become caked with dust as he turns into this big pile of nothingness. 1 second, please. Add 15 to your Cthulhu mythos, Alan, as all of these things pop into your brain.
Okay.
What do you do, Axton?
Axton's back up.
Oh, you're still out. I'm sorry.
That's what I was say.
Cool. So now you're here. You see things from beyond. You have all of this knowledge. And in this room with you, you have Quachel Uteus, the Keeper of the Dust. You know this now. Give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
You talking to me?
Yep.
What is 15 plus 7? That's what, 22?
22.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
about you, bitch. I hope the fuck you do.
Failure, 100 versus 22. Never seen that happen before.
Nope.
God.
No, it happened in Acton. It
Once
happened to
in
me in
Acton.
Acton.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, you're trying to... It's almost as if these things are flooding into your head. You might have some sort of conclusion on what this is. How to control it. How to harness it for more power, but no. It's like every time your brain even comes close to the true nature of Quachel Uteus, blanks, as if those thoughts turn to dust. Now, one of your friends is unconscious. Another friend just moves swinging wildly in the room. This great old one floating in front of you. Your spear in your hand. And Tetlow across the room, watching. What do you do?
What are you shaking your head for, Matt?
Nothing. I'm just I don't know what you're gonna try. I just had a thought of what you might try in my head.
The keeper, so it's got its knowledge from, or it sucked the soul out of Louis Smalls, correct?
Yep.
So
It appears.
I'm not getting any damage. It's just, what are you talking about? Like it's sucking. It's like killing me now.
You have knowledge now.
Okay.
Knowledge you didn't have before. Which is why you have that extra 15 in Cthulhu Mythos. It's almost as if soon as Louis vanished away, this knowledge appeared in your head.
So I have a lot of knowledge.
More so than you did, yes. 22 is quite high.
Do I have the knowledge to know how to summon Excalibur?
I knew that bitch was gonna come up.
That's not necessarily Cthulhu Mythos.
Okay.
I
Like
mean,
5 episodes in a
it
row.
was used to slay Yig.
Give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll again.
$90 versus 22.
You don't know.
Okay. Do I know how to talk to the keeper?
No,
Do
you
I have
don't.
the
That was that first Cthulhu Mythos roll. I mean, you don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try things, but
Does
you're
it look
not
like
sure.
the keeper's still like coming at me?
It's just
or
kind of
does-
floating there now, just in your
Does he
direction.
just seems satisfied, like he needs to make his way back?
You can't really read it. It's just kind of just floating there now.
Okay. Alan's just gonna call out to Tedlow real quick on the other side of the room. He's not gonna move or anything. Tedlow, if you've been in this situation before, you know, right now I could probably use your help. Does the keeper need help getting back into his portal or what?
It knows.
Then why is it lingering? Does it need me?
You know so much. Maybe that's why. The keeper floats there for a second, turning its head so slightly, almost as if it's looking at you, but you don't see any eyes. The
Do I have
dryness
the
in your throat
knowledge?
increases.
For,
What's that?
do I have the knowledge to kill the keeper?
I mean, you have a spear, you could stab it if you wanted to. Is that what you want to do?
Uh, we'll see. Continue. You were saying that it was staring at me, but there was no eyes.
No eyes, no. Just kind of looking.
I'm sorry, but Alan talking to Ted though just now sounded like a dad with a newborn baby. He's just like, I've changed, it's shitting all over the place. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
Alan is going to begin to kind of move back towards the portal.
Okay. It follows you that way. Floating towards you.
And then he's going to go to the other side of the room. Like he's kind of almost leading it in circles.
It turns and starts floating back towards the center of the room, into its little void.
Oh, wait. It's going back to its void, not
Yep.
following me?
Yep.
Oh. So it's leaving?
It's going back to the void.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the corner where Tedlow is and just stand by Tedlow.
Okay. Do you say anything to Tedlow?
About what I said earlier, it was just, it was part of the theatrics to kind of sell the moment. Is this thing leaving now?
Some things you never can really put your finger on what it's doing. I wish even I had the answers. Over 100 years of seeing this, I still don't. But now you and I see alike. I always knew that it would be you, Alan.
Be me for what?
Sound mind. It's here, and you've gained knowledge from it. And here are your friends. There's nothing they can do.
Is there any way we can restore them back to themselves?
Yeah. You can get them rest. Take them away from here. Stay far away from dust. I won't say
Good.
anything. But if
Good.
But if you want further gifts, I also won't say anything if you give them to the keeper.
But I will say something and I will drive to Auburn and kick your ass.
Think of immortality, Alan. Knowledge.
Not for Hudson.
Tedlow, as much as that sounds so great, perhaps another time. Seems as though the keeper kind of stays here and you seem to be the guardian. So I assume you'll not be changing residencies anytime soon.
He walks over to this lever that's sort of heading out the back way again, pulls it down as the walls go up around it. The keeper disappears from view. The coldness returns to the room now that it's gone. The door also comes back from the side. He locks it and helps gather up Axton and Rowan, sort of dodging of any sort of wild swings, returns them to you. Now, get out of here before the rest of them come in. I'll make up something.
Thank you, Tedlow, for everything. And is it okay if I keep the spear?
It belongs in a museum.
I have a room that's kind of like museum. Is that good enough? Perfect.
You might all want to transfer away from this school. They'll be after you.
I'll make sure that they're safe. Axton, Rowan, we need to go. He kind of just like helps them up and stuff. If they're staggering, he might have to drag Axton by his feet up the stairs. He'll probably take about 30 points of damage to the head from the wooden staircase. And tries to get him back to his lodge.
We'll pick up New Year's Day. We're in Mount Rainier, Washington.
Just put it on
Axton
the floor after the party.
and Rowan are with Alan. You're free to discuss the things that happened as you're far away from the East Coast. Far away from school. Whether you return or not is completely up to you. But what will become of you three? As you're free to discuss the things you saw.
So how long has this been?
Couple weeks.
Okay.
Maybe like a month or so.
That was like end of the semester kind of thing.
Yep, and now this is right after New Year's.
Right.
Or on New Year's, literally.
You know,
Girls
I think
carrying their
I'm
shoes down in the lobby.
starting to make it work.
I know that Alan had to make a kind of an appearance on the news to give a briefing of the Pendragon organization, what was going to happen to it. And the Pendragon, or the Agents of KP, or Knights of Pendragon, has been disbanded and is no longer a thing. The organization will no longer exist. All agents have been disbanded, and that is it.
You know, I think I'm making it work, honestly. White isn't bad, and with, well, with an intelligence like mine, well, some say physicists with white hair are,
You look like a fucking nerd.
well, for lack of better words, that's what I was going for, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we haven't mentioned it yet, Rowan. But I will be the first to say it. We appreciate you, Alan.
Well,
Yeah.
this is our home now. I've disbanded the Knights of KP, or the Agents of KP. Everything's been shut down. But what I did not let the world know was that I still have the funding and the equipment. So I was thinking about reorganizing the company in a way, giving it a new name. A bunch of those agents out there are going to be probably not too happy that they've been fired and let go. And there's definitely one agent out there who has some fangs that I want to get a hold of.
Well, that sounds like an interesting person. In the meantime, I suppose we are looking for things to occupy our time, or at least I am. I will not speak for you, Rowan. Rowan, how are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Josie comes in the room. Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm okay.
Okay. I know when you're lying to me.
I know.
Okay. I'll be over here while you do your group stuff.
You're fine. You can stay. It's not a big deal. You would know all about it anyways.
True.
Also,
Aw.
also that lady, what was that mom? What's her
Milf?
name? Yeah, she also comes
Lady
down.
Carrington?
Mrs. Carrington?
Yeah, Mrs. Carrington comes down looking for me.
Hey,
Comes down the
Alan.
stairs. No, not really, not really.
And then Kyle, the barista, comes down. Hey, Axton. I mean, shoot. I guess we'll never know.
So I think we have a lot of time on our hands now, and we can go wherever we want and look for things that who knows what's out there that exists.
Well, I assume you're offering a research and analysis position.
I am.
Fantastic. I've been working
And
on. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Well, it sounds silly, I know. I've been working on well, actually, a tool, sort of, a device. It's designed for hazardous environments and of the sort. Sort of a suit, if you will.
Awesome.
Is that not just a hazmat suit?
No, no, this is. Well, it's a hazardous environmental suit. I guess HEV for short.
It can
But
withstand radiation, then I'm into it.
well, I'm glad we're on the same page. I'll have to find the blueprints somewhere.
Rowan, I also need a new soldier.
God. I study rocks, but
Unless Pendragon and Associates also needs a volleyball team.
yeah. I could be your wing spiker. No, I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, it sounds like we have quite the agenda.
I agree.
Well, would anyone like to go get an old-fashioned?
You read my mind, Axton.
Perfect. Rowan?
Sure, let's do it.
And
Alan, don't fall down the stairs this time.
I'll try not to. Well, this bar I'm going to take you to doesn't really have any stairs, so we'll be fine. And
Good.
Alan takes him out to the garage of his family's home, and there's an old World War II Jeep in the garage that they all get in to go to the bar.
Getting into the Jeep, you step over the crumpled newspaper from the last week. You still keep in touch with Arkham. Very loosely. You step over the headline, Reaper Man of Arkham that's there. But you pay it no mind. The concerns of that blasted, God-forsaken place are not yours. You're elsewhere. You've moved on. Surprisingly, Rowan didn't go completely insane. Alan has a new purpose. And Axton. Axton's always Axton.
Hello.
Axton for trouble.
The last question I have. What do you do for that final semester of senior year? Do you do any sort of schooling? Transfer away? What is sort of the individual epilogue for each of you? Starting with Axton.
He's never had friends this close. But he knows that his parents are, as he has known since he started school, that they are not too worried about what he's doing as long as he is content and making his own way. And so he may be taking a couple courses at whatever university is near where they're at. Maybe online, whatever might help him get to the end of that semester with schooling, just so he can have that title. But he knows he's got some people to stay close to, so he intends to do just that.
Rowan?
Rowan is going to transfer to a university here and finish her degree. In geology, of course. She and Josie actually end up getting an apartment together. So.
Hang on, what about the cat?
He's here too. Gerald
Oh,
is
okay.
here. Of course Gerald's here. Why wouldn't he be?
And Alan Pendragon.
Rowan also gets lots of therapy. Not like being funny, like genuinely, like she goes to therapy.
Alan would not. Well, he would not stay and finish his final semester with Dust or with Miskatonic. He leaves. He puts all his stuff back in his home in Washington, but then he takes a couple of journeys across the world and ends up in the northern parts of Scotland, and then closer to the bottom of England, or not bottom of England, but the middle part of England, near a lake. And he does some yoga at that lake, and he sits there at that lake, and he sits there at that lake, and sits there at that lake, until finally one day.
Give me a sanity roll.
I'm using 10 points of luck.
You really
I
want
hope we
to?
don't carry on these characters ever.
I think Alan is
You really want to use the luck?
he's gonna
10
be
points
searching
of
for
luck.
Okay. You take no sanity loss as you see this glint of something under the water. It moves closer and closer, picking up speed. And that's the end of academia. What do you have in your hand, Alan?
There it is.
There it is.
One for the camera.
He's so proud.
I've got it back.
Boom. That's it. That's fine.
It was a trout in the water. That's what we came.
Yeah.
A trout.
Alan was
It's a
like,
barracuda.
yes, and then he was like, oh.
My hair
Yeah.
has just got more and more disheveled as the night went on because I'm just.
Yo,
Let
that
me
was
be the first to say it. Thank you for everyone staying tuned in this
Yeah.
final
Yeah.
episode.
Gosh.
that was a good time.
Even if you're just tuning in now or the past 2 episodes, these characters obviously mean a lot to us. It's been, what, 16 episodes? 15?
16.
Yeah.
16.
Um,
We've been doing academia since what, March? It's been like 4
Something like
months of
that.
this.
it's
I think
been,
so, yeah.
yeah.
Has it been that long?
I was in Alabama when we started, so
I was in Harlem when we started.
Exactly. Thank you,
I
Infected
was in a
Art,
state
people
of
the real.
denial when we started.
Yeah, March 5th is when we started.
My gosh.
How
We
funny.
finished July 6th.
Yeah. Hey,
There you
check
go.
that out. 4 months,
Check that
right?
out.
Wow. Man. Awesome.
Damn.
How do we end a stream? That's the question.
Happy early birthday, Matt, is how we
Thank
end
you.
it. Tomorrow.
Happy
Same.
birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy 111th birthday, Matt.
It's been a long one.
Beautiful,
Well,
beautiful
that's,
When you have
man.
the Ring of Power, it is.
Well, Ring of Power, and you meet a small mummy child in a portal.
That's true.
That too. Yo, well, thank you for hanging out with us. We're Spot Hidden. We'll be back soon. Of course, we'll be doing our Octung campaign on Sundays. Game mastered by this wonderful person over here. Right over there, Hudson. Featuring these beautiful people down here. Plus Trevor Turner. Also, I'll be running a one-shot this week. I'll announce what that is tomorrow from when we're streaming this live. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you might know what it is. It might already be out. Hope you enjoy that. It's called The Lightless Beacon. When these 4 people are shipwrecked on this island, things are... Let's just say the storm around them isn't the most dangerous thing that they're going to have to face. And we have some really cool people with that. Some more people from Mayday Roleplay. And also some more of my friends. So stay tuned for that. And that is coming Thursday of this week. Anybody have anything else they'd like to talk about?
No, thank you everybody for joining in on us
Cool.
on Academia.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
All right.
if you're not already in it, jump in the Discord and get updates because Miskatonic is finished. But I believe, if all of my castmates and GM here will agree, Spot Hidden is far, far, far from being done.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
We
That's
still going,
correct.
y'all. We play Call of Cthulhu all the time.
Oh.
It's our favorite game.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, so we're still going this. You can still find our content every week. New content every week from us. All right. Cool. Very well. Bye.